Welcome back to the show court for the Under-23's round 12 in the Premier League. Tonight, it's 6 v 8, North Shore United and the Sutherland Stingrays, two of the least experienced and the younger sides of this competition. The Stingrays are still chasing their first victory for the 2019 season and come into this match after a pretty heavy defeat last week against the UTS St George Sparks, 61-32. That's 29 goals. So that would have been hard for them. Meanwhile, North Shore United have had a really interesting season. With such a new team, they're also in a rebuilding phase, but they have been able to challenge the top teams. They beat GWS, who were undefeated up until 2 weeks ago, by a goal, making them the only team to beat the Fury in 2019 so far. And last week, they lost by 5 to Central Coast Heart, 46-41. So both teams here desperate for a win, as we just wait for our umpires to head out with the ball. But what is exciting about this match is there's so much unpredictability about these young sides. Sarah Hay and Kim Chan, our umpires on the show court for the Under-23's match, as United push towards the post looking for that first goal, and Lucy Matthews does the job. That was really quick work from United there to get on the board. Perry to Mallon. Looking in, has to go to the side instead. Perry finds Coolin, and now in the pocket on the edge. Stingrays looking for a goal to level it up. They have to come to the transverse line, and it ends up with United eager to go 2 up early on in this match. In the air, Fry to Caulfield, and just under that hoop, Matthews makes it 2 from 2, a big statement from this side with a centre up their sleeve. Now, their usual head coach is Colleen Mitchell, but tonight doing a coaching certificate is Sonia McClomar, the player you would have heard on Bar TV the last few weeks as an expert commentator. So she's got full control over the North Shore United Under-23 side tonight, and Colleen Mitchell has said she's going to sit on the other side and just watch it all unfold. Well, so far she'd be pretty happy. They're 3 up. Hewitt Bell out for the centre pass, now to Coolin. Again laterally to Perry, up in the air, they go to Mallon. Hewitt Bell coming left and right and back to the transverse line. They reset, up in the air, and ball is won. That was really nice work from Erin O'Brien, her first intercept this match. Overhead, through this midcourt. Caulfield looking in, Matthews finds front space, but they go to Fry instead. Now long ball into the air. Johnson goes to Caulfield, and with a split stance, she steadied herself, misses the shot. Bolton straight on the crumbs, and one back by United. Johnson, wow, proving the difference in that passage of play. Running out hard for that centre pass is Johnson. Now she goes long to Caulfield. Fry trying to get towards the edge, but Chad Rowie won the ball for the Stingrays. Smith now to Bolton. Draws a penalty. Smith to Bolton, Perry. Into the goal third. Oh, Hewitt Bell's hit the deck. That must have been painful. But a little deflection off the hands of a United player means they've got possession back and are heading towards the post. Matthews in front. What a strong start from this North Shore side. 5-0. Perry to Mallon outside that circle. Now swinging, Hewitt Bell in the pocket. Goes to Mallon with the front cut. Loopy shot, missed. And the rebound goes the way of United. O'Brien to Rudd. In the air now, Fry. Looks over, finds Caulfield. Left to right. She finds the wing attack on the edge, and she goes 1-2 with Matthews, Ella Johnson. Coming off the edge of the rim. Stingrays. Straight into that midcourt. Chad Rowie winning the ball in the air. Out of play now. And Coolin was an unorthodox shot. She just got trapped with her twisted hands around the ball. McCluma happy with the United troops so far. Hip high pass, returned into Caulfield. And the umpire takes them closer to the post here. Up 6-0. Caulfield running back. Now Matthews a fair way out. Misses the shot and Smith is on that rebound, but she didn't know what to do with it. Wasted opportunity for the Stingrays. I mentioned before it's 6-8 tonight, but at the moment when you look at the scoreboard, these two teams are miles apart. Fry, quick, switching it up in the air, and Caulfield dishes off to Matthews, who's been so successful so far. Her accuracy. Chad Rowie in the air, finds Coolin at hip height. Now, laterally they go to Bolton, now into the goal third through Heward Bell, coming back to reset. Coolin looks back again, they've reset twice, and it'll be 3 times through the hands of Bolton. Now Perry edging back into that mid-court, again tries to push into the goal third. She's got it in the pocket, asking Mallard to come back, and who else was there instead? Maddie Ward, ready for an intercept for United. Throw in. Annika Rudd with the ball. In the air to Fry. Switching it up, swinging to the other side. And the feed is good to Matthews, who, mind you, is a Metro League player from Div 1 for North Shore, but hasn't played Premier League before. You wouldn't know it watching her here tonight. Eight 0 United lead with a chance to edge towards 10. Caulfield taking a throw from the back line. Lovely work. Strong, hard pass from Chad Rowie to Mallon. Stingrays looking for their first goal tonight. Towards the pocket. Perry looking to the top. Heward Bell, 1-2 with Coolin. Can she sink the first goal? Stepping back, one-footed. O'Brien tried to steal the ball. Instead, Stingrays will take a free shot. And they finally get that elusive goal. 9-1, the difference 8. So their coach, Craig Marsh, will be pretty unhappy with that start, considering one of their major focuses tonight is to maintain possession and work hard on some pressurized reset structures they've been working on at training. He wants slower play from them, more controlled decision-making. And at the moment, we've seen a lot of turnover go United's way. Fair way out, Matthews comes off the rim, but straight back into her hands. And United hit 10. They're into double figures. Perry to Bolton, coming back. Now Chad Rowie looks forward, has to go laterally instead. They're stuck here, stagnant, the Stingrays in attack. And Mallons, she's found space, but maybe too early. Having to roll off the body now. O'Brien giving her a real challenge at the back there. Coolin instead has front space. And we'll get 2 bites of the cherry here with the penalty shot. Missed. Maddie Ward straight on the loose ball. A difference 9. Perry running through, tries to win ball for Stingrays. Instead, she's out of play. Rudd to Fry. Running through is Johnson, and coming through too is Caulfield, and they go to the back. Fry feeding to Matthews. Bolton with an unusual style of defensive hold. Almost pushing a hand towards the ball. Oh, one fair and square by Perry, but her footwork wasn't good. You can't fault her effort. Fry trying to get to Matthews, meets the hands of Emma Smith. Now she's out of play in Caulfield. Free shot, free pass. Up in the air. Matthews takes them to 12. So the difference is 11. This is a devastating start for the Stingrays. We mentioned they haven't won a game yet this season, but the games we've seen here on the show court have been really tight. They've been unlucky a couple of games. So this difference early on is really not something we're used to seeing from them. Matthews, again, no problems at all. Hewitt Bell to Coolin. She returns the favour. Just inside this goal third now. They go 1-2 again. On the edge, trying to swing. The pressure from Fry is too much and the ball goes over the sideline. O'Brien with a pass for the Stingray, for the North Shore United team. Long now, still in that mid-court. Now they find Caulfield inside the goal third. And Emma Smith, using her outside hand, did have a hand on Lucy Matthews at the same time. Up and in. 12 goals difference. Johnson out for the centre pass. She gives the ball back to Fry. Now Caulfield, 1 foot inside the circle, bounces to Fry. Smart play, watching it run along the ground before she puts it up through the hoop. Hewitt Bell, back to Perry. 1 foot inside the goal third is Coolin. Now Perry feeding to Malin, loopy in the air at the top. 3 minutes 30 to play. Coolin's a fair way out. She tries to swing to Perry. And the ball is won by Erin O'Brien. What impressive defensive work from her. Eyes for the ball, hunting. Her team look to convert. Matthews a fair way out. Slots another. 16-2. This is quickly becoming a bloodbath. Johnson to Matthews. Now up top is Fry. And on her own, Caulfield at the back finds space and finds the net really easily. 17-2. Hewitt Bell to Perry, switching it up to Malin. Now in the air, O'Brien can't hang on to the ball. Running back, Fry. Oh, mix up. North Shore lucky with a penalty inside, almost lost the ball. And this is becoming a bit dire for the Stingrays now. They're missing a couple of players because they've had to feed up for the under-20s, for the opens rather. And there's a new rule this year where you can only play one full game for either the under-23s or the open side. But this young side has been playing all season. And really, we've seen them play a lot better than they have so far tonight. Laterally, United go along the transverse line. Now they find Caulfield inside and one. Oh, almost by Chad Rowie. Inside United with a penalty pass. Hands from Smith, spoils the party. And Perry was looking for someone, did a full 360 before she found Bolton. Coming back to Chad Rowie. She fakes, she finds Perry. Now they're with Coolin inside the goal third and long back. Malin thought she had it there, but it came off the tips of her fingers and over the back line.
2 options.
McCloma calling out 2 options to come forward for the ball. Johnson finds Fry. Strong overhead to Caulfield. Coming back to Fry. Oh, and timing from United is particularly good. Lovely work from their attacking third. Bolton to Coolin. Up top, Perry looks in but has to come back, and the ball is won by Caulfield. How's that for an offensive turnover? Johnson able to recollect the ball. And now inside United with Caulfield. Going to Matthews. Confusion from United's front line. Sees the Stingrays with a throw in. And time was not held then, so it could have been a longer bit of play. But United at the first break lead 19-4. 15 goals difference, that's massive. And Craig Marshall definitely have some instructions for his troops to try and get them back in the game. Heading up for the second quarter, United leading 19-4 by 15 goals. And listening into the Sonia McClellan huddle she had going for United in that first break, she said, great stuff, let the ball go, opened up really well, just keep continuing to do that. And she was really happy with plenty of what they were doing, which why wouldn't you be when you look at the scoreline? Meanwhile, we couldn't hear really what Craig Marsh was saying to his troops, but it's important from here that they don't put their heads down, that they stay inside this game. No changes for United coming up for the second quarter. And there's 2 for the Stingrays, with Coolan coming off, replaced by Nat Sliger, and Zoe Yans into that goalkeeping bib, replacing Emma Smith. Switching to the top, Heward Bell finds Mallon. Loopy shot. O'Brien was straight on the rebound and she gets the call. Mallon out of play. Rudd to Fry. Johnson coming through. Now Caulfield draws Bolton outside that circle and she's alone at the back. Instead they go to Matthews, who has front space, and she nails another shot, taking United to 21. So United already scoring 2 goals in this second quarter. The Stingrays yet to score. Johnson waiting for the right time to offload the ball. Fry finds Caulfield in the air. She comes back to her on the edge, and now inside, Caulfield offloading to, a step-in call. Matthews confused by that, but Stingrays with an opportunity here. Chad Rowie to Sliger. Strong and hard, trying to go to Heward Bell. Rudd had eyes for it though. Great awareness to jump on loose ball. And now Macloma calling out to Sarah, asking her to get ball side. Front onto the ball as Yans wins an intercept for the Stingrays. Can she inspire them from the back? Bolton to Mallon outside that circle, coming off the hands of O'Brien, and she's been called up for obstruction. Perry now going into Mallon. Sliger takes the Stingrays to 5. Perry with another setting here for Sutherland. Coming back to the transverse line. Mallon bouncing to Sliger. There's a call inside the circle and the goal attack. Looking to offload. It comes off the hands of O'Brien. So Sliger definitely is a good shooter. There's no reason she can't put it up herself. And using Heward Bell, she finds better space and again tries to offload. It's on repeat. O'Brien smothering the ball. Popping through, Mallon takes it, nets it through. That was better from the Stingrays. They just need more confidence in what they're doing. Caulfield trying to use the transverse line. Lucky Fry was there to pick it up. Now Johnson goes to Caulfield, and Bolton will be caught outside in the pocket. 2 shooters free inside the circle. Coming back, Caulfield on her own with space. She finds the net. With 11 minutes to play, United up by 22-6. Heward Bell to Mallon, who's coming through from the back. Desperately trying to find the second phase. Now outside, Heward Bell with a penalty. Finds Mallon inside. Swish, that was a lovely shot. High five between the 2 shooters. They have what it takes to come back here. Fry to Johnson for the centre pass. Caulfield looking back, looks sideways. In the air, Johnson leaps, takes the ball, gives it to Caulfield inside, and just underneath, Matthews shoots for United. Twisting, turning on the centre pass. Heward Bell to Sligo. Now Chad Rowry on the transverse line. Heward Bell's hit the deck, but she's okay. Stingrays move to Perry on the edge. Mallon comes through, but is not a good option. Now Sligo switches it. And through the pocket, they find Mallon on the baseline. And she'll get a penalty shot here. Dishes off. Sligo finishes the job, and the Stingrays hit 8. They're 15 points behind. Johnson struggling to find the next player to hand the ball to, has to come back and then mixes up a follow-up pass. Stingrays throw in. Chad Rowry meets the hands of Johnson. She wins the ball back, righting the wrongs of the mistake from before. Swinging on the edge. Fry finds Johnson up top, and Matthews with front position has no problems taking United to 24. You can see Sonia McClemmer's back there, busily making some notes. Being assessed for her coaching certificate tonight. And Megan Anderson, part of the Diamonds coaching staff and a former Diamond herself, is here watching tonight. Oh, Ward lost her footing, and it just gave Perry a chance to jump in front of the ball. Little lofty pass. Finds Rudd. Lovely work from the midi. Matthews, fair way out. Punches through the net. Ball won by the Stingrays here. Perry and Chad Rowry taking turns. Sligo looks in, finds Mallon, who had to really push off to find space. Perry to Heward Bell. Sligo running hard. Instead, they go back to Chad Rowry. Now Perry switching it up. They'll come back for a penalty here. Chad Rowry to Perry. Unsure what was going on now. All is back in order. Couple of contact calls help the Stingrays get closer to the post. And the hands from O'Brien threaten to take the possession away from North Shore, but Sligo does well to survive 2 challenges and take the Stingrays to double digits. Caulfield long in the air to Johnson. Looking in, she finds Matthews on the baseline, and the ball goes straight off the rim into Alex Bolton's hands. United disrupting the play. Stingrays pushing into the goal third. Overhead. Sligo to Perry. Now through the tips of her fingers, Mallon collects the feed, looks to get into the net, but O'Brien spoiling the party, so she's been so good at the back already, guarding that post in the goalkeeping bib. Fry to Caulfield, returning the favour. Matthews with that front space again. Misses the shot, but Caulfield backing her up. Nails the second go. 16 goals difference as Perry throws to Sligo for the Stingray centre pass. Heward Bell goes down low to Perry. Now inside the circle, Sligo switches it up. Heward Bell finds Mallon. And long loopy shot in the air. Pops off the top of the rim and into the hands of O'Brien. An early contender for player of the match for United. Rudd to Fry in front. Now Caulfield up the outside channel. Inside now with a free shot. Missed. And Matthews there on the other side. Ready to back her up. 17 goals difference. Stingrays only scoring 6 goals so far this quarter. Sligo to Hewitt-Bell. Now back to Chad Rowie in the midcourt. Bolton. Stingrays with a penalty inside the goal third here. Perry to Sligo. Back to the transverse line to reset. Hewitt-Bell to Sligo. Back to Hewitt-Bell. Mallard swinging to Perry. A fake. Waiting for Sligo to come out to the top. And that ball is really being hotly contested here.
Let's go, Beth.
Stingrays with some good awareness to hang on to the ball. Mallon finishing off the job. Perry to Hewitt-Bell. Now Sligo trying to switch it up. Perry hangs on to it, able to recollect. And Mallon does really well there to find a better position for a shot. Still misses. The long arms of O'Brien causing havoc. Ward to Rudd. Pushing into the midcourt. Rudd, long to Fry. Quick feet work. And a nice shot from Caulfield. Means United hit 28. Johnson to Fry. Wins the contest. Oh! When things are going well, they're really going well. And that was really smooth play from the United front. Sligo to Bolton. Perry comes back to assist. Pushing into this circle now. O'Brien out of play. Will Mallon put the shot up? She steps in, tries to steady herself. Oh wow. You can put that on the highlights reel, and isn't Mallon happy about it? Keeps it in play and converts off balance. A hand from Hewitt-Bell disrupts United's attacking passage. Rudd to Johnson, flying through the air. Now Crawford goes back to Johnson. On the edge, Fry quickly to Matthews. And Yan's caught on her player. As United hit 30. $18 goals difference. Stingrays swinging, looking to reduce the deficit. And that was really strong work from them. If they can do more of that, I'll be back in this match. Caulfield overhead to Fry. Matthews running back. Collects. Sinks another. 1:30 till half time. Sligo to Hewitt-Bell. Mallon pushing forward, finds the ball and finds the net swish. That was a lovely shot.
Let's go.
Quick footwork from Johnson. Sees her out for the centre pass. Caulfield coming back to Rudd. She finds Johnson inside the goal third. 1 foot inside the circle is Caulfield. Up top to Fry. And on her own. Uncontested. Caulfield looking good. Bolton to Perry. Mallon running out. Using Perry on the edge. Hip high pass. Feeding into Sligo, whose shot rolls in. Some cold supporters watching on tonight.
Let's go, DT.
Delaying the center pass. And when things are going your way, it all goes your way. United, strong here, converting. Can't convert that turnover. So 32-15, they lead the Stingrays by a whopping 17 goals. And the Stingrays are going to really have to dig deep here to try and get back in this match. ready for the championship quarter in this round 12 clash on the show court between the under-23s North Shore United and Sutherland Stingrays. Couple of changes for the United squad, considering they're up by 17 goals. You can see Podmore Taylor in that goal defence bib. And Sophie Dixon in at goal attack. The rest remain unchanged. Whereas Stingrays, they're out the same as they were in the second quarter, no changes for them. So, chance to go back to back at the start of the third quarter here, and they do. Endearing shot from Dixon there, who must be the shortest player on court, using all her might to push up into the ring. Perry hits the hands of O'Brien, but makes it to Mallon. And now she'll throw in from the baseline. Up top, she goes straight to Perry, who must have moved over the circle line. Perry swinging to the pocket. Heward Bell finds Mallon. Now she uses the edge. Sliger going back to Heward Bell. Stingrays with a throw-in on the baseline here. Sliger lucky to hang on to it. Good determination. And she offloads to Mallon, who scores the first goal for the Stingrays in the third quarter. Johnson to Fry, bobbles it, hangs onto it though. Oh, loses the ball, and it comes off Dixon over the back line. Yans with a throw-in. Wow. That was impressive, even though she got pulled up. Step. And the Stingrays can't afford to make those mistakes. Inside the goal third, Johnson with the ball for United and gives it straight back to them. Again, toing and froing with the possession here. Dixon, does she get to finish the intercept she took? She does. United hit 35 and Dixon converts her efforts. 6v8 here on the show court tonight. North Shore, they've currently won 2 games and drawn 1. Stingrays still looking for their first win of the season. Heward Bell, oh, high in the air to Sliger. Threads the needle, and that was brilliant play from the Stingrays. Fry to Dixon on the edge, feeding in. Matthews off balance, tried to take the shot, and it ended up in Yans's hands. Chadrawi reaching, offloads to Perry. She finds Bolton in the midcourt. And moving fast here, the Stingrays. Now straight into Mallon, inside the circle, and ka-ching, straight through the net. A center up their sleeve here. Sliger survives a challenge, and really that call should have gone the Stingrays' way because they lost that advantage there. Instead, United moving up the court. Fry to Dixon. Fairway out, tries to get closer. On the edge, Matthews. Fry, strong overhead to Johnson. Now coming long overhead. Split stance from Dixon after the front cut. She nails the shot. 37-18. Sligo regathering the ball, holding on to possession for the Stingrays. They move along the transverse line and now up towards Mallon, inside the circle with Sligo, taking a step to the side and straight through that net. Dixon swinging long. Fry looking in. Now up top, Johnson goes straight to Dixon. And a strong hold from Chad Rowe. He doesn't put her off. So you can see the United players are wearing black armbands tonight. And that's for, as they take an intercept through Dixon. Again, what a nifty little player she is. Now receiving the ball from Johnson. We've got some time here and I'll tell you about the black armband. So Jeanette Wright, who is Rob Wright's mother, former Swifts coach and current Magpies coach. His mother was one of the founding members of the Ku-ring-gai Netball Association, which is a feeding club for North Shore United. And she passed away last week. So out of respect, they've got the black armbands on. A nice showing of support for one of their volunteers who gave over 50 years worth of her service to the club. The association, I should say. Stingrays throw in from the back line and Dixon again almost wins the ball. Impressive effort. Bolton to Heward-Bell. Sligo switches it up over the top. Now Perry looks in, decides to come back instead. They move across the court and a hand from O'Brien sees the ball over the back line. Mallon down low, round the post to Sligo. We get a second bite at the cherry right now. Stingrays hit 20, behind by 19. The effort is there. Heward-Bell running hard along that edge of the circle. Sligo swinging. They come back. Now Mallon on her own calling for it. Tries to use Perry to get closer. In a better position now. A lot of yelling being done and she sinks. A wonderful shot. 39-21. Stingrays calling out, watch the pass to their defenders. But it did make its way from Dixon to Matthews. And United hit 40. Bolton collects the ball, quickly gives it to Heward-Bell. Fake from Mallon to Perry. Instead goes to Heward-Bell on the other side of the court. Oh. Trying hard. But United's back line, very impressive with their defensive pressure. Dixon using, I believe it's, yep, Podmore Taylor as they hit 41. Time held, and I believe that's a warning to Alex Bolton. You don't see many of those in Premier League. The difference, 21. Chad Rowe to Heward-Bell. Split stance from Mallon, aiming. Oh. Luck not going the Stingrays' way. Oh, that did though. The shooters really need to just have that shot the first time because they're losing the ball in the second phase play. Time held as Beth Fry comes off, and we see Guthrie come on. So no relation to Serena Guthrie, but Sally Guthrie is an athlete herself. Contested at the world titles in athletics in the 400-meter race, the 400-meter relay, and also in long jump. You can see her in center right now. Very athletic. Zoe Yans hard to Bolton, running through is Perry. They come back to Chadraoui, who's stunted for the second phase. Bolton over the top, fed up, goes to Perry. Inside that circle, Mallon comes back to the edge. And now overhead, she takes the pass. Survives a contest from Podmore Taylor. And nets a goal to take the Stingrays to 23. Hewitt Bell cross court to Bolton. Perry bounces, regathers. Now finds Hewitt Bell. Top of the circle is Mallon. Now with a front cut, she collects the ball from Perry in the pocket. Steadies. Finishes the job with a nice shot. There's Coolin watching from the side. She started in goal attack tonight. Round the body, Dixon. Less than 4 minutes before the final break. Johnson to take the throw in. Dixon round everyone and then in front to take the feed. Misses the shot. It comes off the hands of Dixon and into the hands of the Stingrays. Bolton to Perry. Chadraoui. Sliger. Perry switching up long. Across. And now into that circle. Sliger looks for an option. Mallon having to backtrack to steal the ball. And well done, Guthrie, coming up with her first intercept of the match. Johnson hard to Guthrie. Then can they convert this turnover? In the pocket now. Time held. 2:51 on the clock. And it looks like a warning's been given to Zoe Yans inside the circle. So United up by 19 goals. Inside, Hewitt Bell in the pocket. Finds Slager just inside. And she pops it up and in. Dixon in the air. Oh, wow, that was impressive from Chadraoui. Really nice work for the Stingrays. Coming up with a key intercept there. Bolton to Chadraoui with a fake, loses a defender. Now Bolton finds Perry. They move up the outside channel. Mallon coming back to Hewitt Bell. In that pocket, it comes off Podmore Taylor's foot. And Stingrays with a penalty now inside. Nice work between the shooters. Stingrays going back to back and a chance here to make it 3 in a row. Sliger to Perry. Stuck for an option. Mallon drives forward and hard towards her. And then nets a brilliant goal. 27, they go 3 in a row. So you can see the Stingrays have what it takes to mix it with some of the tough teams in this league, but the consistency at the moment is lacking. Dixon came round the back of the post with a front cut. Hewitt Bell to Slager. Looking overhead. Mallon with space. Oh, that was really lucky. Good timing from the Stingrays. Oh, run! Almost had it there for United, but she passed it back to Bolton. And now Mallon misses the shot. Luck not going her way tonight. Strong pass from Rudd to Podmore Taylor. Strong and hard they go across the court. 5 seconds to play. And coming through is Chadraoui. Time held. Oh no, that's the end of the quarter. There we go. So 44-27. I'm not sure that clock was quite done yet. But with a massive lead, United head into the final break of this match with momentum in their favour. .15 minutes left to play in round 12. And if you look at the breakdown of the scoreboard from that last quarter, you can see both teams scored 12 goals each. So it was a really tight and even quarter. But that 17 goals from halftime in United's favour, still standing. As we see Guthrie start the fourth quarter with a centre pass for United. Johnson goes to Dixon on the edge, feeding in straight away. trying to go to Matthews, and Yans has a call finally go her way. There was a little smile there. Throw in Stingrays. Off the hands of Johnson. And all of a sudden, there's a scoring opportunity up for United here. Fair. Oh, yep, mid-range. Matthews again strong. So Stingrays have made a couple of changes. Hewitt Bell's on in centre, and Genevieve Mexted now in wing attack. Johnson straight out for the centre pass. Now Dixon tries to go back to her, but she met Bolton instead. United hang on to possession. Dixon to Guthrie. Now with a front cut, Matthews goes 1-2, gets a bit closer to the post. And Yans, 2 in a row here. Looking good for her in this fourth quarter. Bolton to Slager. On her own, swinging to the pocket with a strong pass. Now inside Mallon, one-footed, puts a loopy pass up. I think she might have pushed O'Brien out of the way there. But she gets 2 bites at the cherry and a penalty here to help her convert. Slager with a flake, now heading back to Chadraoui. Mexted drawing a penalty. Running hard is Slager, pushing away the hands of Podmore-Taylor. O'Brien now out of play. Mallon switching it up, could have easily taken the shot herself, but Slager instead steadies herself, misses the shot, it comes off the rim and into O'Brien's hands, and then somehow the Stingrays get it back. 30-45. They've already scored 3 goals to United's 1 in this fourth quarter. Coming back hard. Guthrie overhead to Dixon, feeding to Matthews, who did well to receive the pass over her head. One off the centre pass. Podmore-Taylor coming up with a key intercept. Dixon on the tips of her fingers. Collects the feed, shoots from way out. United edging towards 50 here. A chance to go back to back. Matthews popping through. Then produces another great goal. Long, Slager running back is Mexted, and up in the air, right under the post is Mallon. Johnson over the hands of Bolton. United with a throw-in. Into the hands of Zoe Yans. So gifting the ball straight back to the Stingrays. Hewitt Bell to Bolton. Mexted to Mallon. Quick work here from the Stingrays, pushing hard for this fourth quarter. Slager into the air, and O'Brien mops it up. Podmore-Taylor into that goal third in Guthrie, and hands from Yans. Everyone running into each other. Fair bit of traffic. Guthrie with a throw-in from the sideline. Now Johnson feeds into Dixon, and she does the same for Matthews. 1 goal off 50, just over 10 minutes to play in round 12. Coming back, and there's a mix-up in the pass from Hewitt Bell to Chadraoui. Rudd to take a throw-in for United. Into Dixon. And Guthrie just juggles the ball, gives away a replay. In the air, Slager strong to Hewitt Bell, quick feet. Coming back to the top, Mexted, strong, feeding into Mallon. Oh, and the hands of O'Brien. Wow, she's been doing that all night. Little fake. McCloma asking United to make sure they've got 2 leads, 2 options. Running back, Matthews uses the edge, and now Dixon just pops to the side to find some space. Misses the shot, but Matthews, with good hands and reflexes, hangs on to it. Now Beth Fry is going to come on in wing defence, bringing Annika Rudd off. Oh, and her bib's not entirely fixed. But play continues here. Looking into the goal third. The difference 19. Matthews, little way out. Swish straight through. (51-31). Now the Stingrays hit 32. Dixon to Guthrie. Coming back. On the edge. They push in towards the post. Quick work from the Stingrays here, and Slager was on her own ready. Sounded a bit Sam Wallace-esque. The cry out for the ball. 52-32. Seems our scoreboard's fixed itself now, 20 goals difference. As Matthews, calm as you like, nets another. And there's some swaps here for the Stingrays. Smith coming on in goal defence. And Coolin back on court in goal shooter, replacing Mallon. Ball won by Fry, who's not long come on into that wing defence position. Dixon using the edge. Guthrie feeding to Matthews. And this is like clockwork for United. Things running very smoothly. And she may be the shortest on court, but ever since she's come on, Dixon has had a commanding presence. She's really led from the front. 55-32. Fry trying to steal the ball from Mexted. Now Coolin goes down low to the wing attack. Straight in front. Free shot. Nails it. So it's a shame that both these teams can't make the finals, especially with United up by such a large margin, 55-33. Clearly a side to be reckoned with. 6 minutes of play left in round 12. Smith waiting for the best option, goes to Bolton, who was coming through from behind. Now Hewitt-Bell mixes it up with Mexted, and Slager just regaining a balance. Oh, tries to offload to Coolin, but it meets the hands of United players. And all of a sudden they're looking into their goal third. Fry, strong to Dixon, turns, looks into the shooter who's in a Stingray sandwich. Instead they use the edge. Dixon a fair way out. Misses the shot, and Stingrays will get a throw in from the back line. Yans overhead to Bolton. Coming back to the keeper. Strong and hard in the air. Hewitt Bell. Now Smith. Waiting for an option, and 3 seconds was definitely up there. No leads coming forward. Guthrie to Johnson. Now on the edge. Swinging. With a free shot or pass inside. They complete a great triangle, and Matthews finishes the job. Taking the United side to 56. Strong work from the Stingrays here, who can score just as quickly when all things go to plan. High five between Sligo and Coolin. 4 minutes to play. Fast passing. Oh, Maxted trying to go to Smith. Accidentally gives the ball away. Dixon just in front. McCloma just asking the players to let it go. Don't hesitate. Take that front option. Ah, Dixon, a foot out. And an opportunity here for the Stingrays. Our umpires tonight, Sarah Hay and Kim Chan. As Yans takes this penalty. Stingrays looking to move up towards the post. Contact call. Bolton to Hewitt Bell. Strong in the air to Sligo. Now using the transverse line. Bolton finds Mexet again in the air. Can make a really good highlights reel of the Sligo sisters and all their aerial work. Coolin steadies herself and goes up through the net. Down by 22 goals. Stingrays come again. Oh, lovely work. Guthrie holds on, goes to the right option, and Dixon with a no-look pass loses her footing. $20 goals difference. So this is good from the Stingrays. The centre up their sleeve here, Hewitt Bell. Oh, passing it to the United mid-quarters. And it really sums up their night tonight. A lot of errors on court. Head's just not in the right place. Dixon. Guthrie running hard into that pocket. And now a split stance. The goal attack, a fair way out, puts the ball up, and that's what Sonia McCloma likes to see. United hit 60. Up by 22. Hewitt Bell running through. With a penalty here. Now she's outside. Sligo right on the side of the post. As the Stingrays edge towards 40, 15 seconds in round 12. Long ball, Dixon to Matthews, too long. And she just puts her hand to her mouth and says, oops. A chance here? No. Time runs out. United, a massive win here tonight in round 12. 60-39, they beat the Stingrays by 21 goals. A really big showing for the North Shore side. And we'll be back with one of their players in front of the camera to wrap up everything very shortly. A huge 21-goal win for North Shore United over the Sutherland Stingrays here tonight on the show court. And we've got Erin O'Brien, our player of the match, here with us. Erin, you must have taken like 20-something intercepts tonight. You really led your side from the back.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was a really tough game, but I think we just pushed through at the end.
It's a real shame that your side can't play finals because it looks like you're all clicking into gear.
Yeah, well, it was a late start for us, but I think we've progressed as the season's gone on, and yeah, good finish.
And you had Sonia McCloma coaching you tonight as a stand-in guest coach. What was she like?
Oh, it was a great experience. She's a really good coach, so yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Now you've got 2 games left. What's the focus for you guys? As I mentioned, you can't make finals, so what is the focus for these last 2 games?
I think just going hard and just like going well for United and just giving our best for the last 2.
Well, thank you for chatting with us, Erin, and well done on your game tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that wraps up our coverage of round 12 from the show court. We'll see you next week for round 13. It'll be the under-23s first at 7 p.m. Catch you then.